Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video here. So I want to talk about Andrew Lincoln's, new series, Cold Water. And we actually have a teaser trailer here for this series, which is the first one, I believe. I haven't seen anything else out there. I imagine by the end of the month or like early September, we're likely going to get a trailer. I think a release date somewhere around there as well will likely come out. And yeah, definitely make sure to be a subscriber if you want more content like this, because I will be breaking down this whole series, like every single episode, reviewing everything as a whole. It's going to be 6 episodes and that's it. There's not going to be a second season, it seems like. And so it's just going to be like a one season thing, just a story about Andrew Lincoln's new character named John. And it looks like it is actually going to be like this murder mystery. And he finds out that somebody that he's friends with actually murdered somebody. And so it's this whole mystery and like what's going on and how does he handle the whole thing, right? So yeah, a lot to talk about here. Now, it's actually cool to see the trailer here because we've only been seeing like these little, glimpses of just like, images of like this thing or that. And so it's actually cool to get like an actual like trailer with footage and everything. And we know what the story is here. And it looks like it's going to be getting more into the murder mystery right away, because that was the one thing that, was kind of surprising here in the trailer anyways, is that the character Tommy and I believe his wife, they're just like, yeah, we got to pretend that we're a happy family, smiles, this and that. And I wasn't expecting that because I really thought that it was just going to be something that maybe happened, in the first episode or just whatever. But it looks like there's something that did happen beforehand. They're very much aware of it. And so they're just acting like they're going to be a normal family. And so it's kind of cool to actually get into that. And they do. I mean, it makes sense for the trailer to, to get a lot of people interested in this series here, is to show what the story is going to be here for this first episode. So now the trailer begins with Andrew Lincoln's character mentioning, oh, actually, no, it's not him, but his wife actually mentions that the neighbors have invited us over for dinner. And so, well, I believe it's her anyways. And so you do see actually in the trailer that it looks like they go over there for dinner because they open the door and they're saying, we just got to be like a normal family. Like we're a normal family and we're delighted to see them. Big smiles kind of thing, right? And so you see them actually like go to their house and yeah, they're going to go there for dinner. And Andrew Lincoln's character says, like, I like Tommy, and you see them joking around about a bunch of stuff. This, I believe, is going to be the first episode, just because I think that it's really going to introduce, John going to this new location and, this is his new life kind of thing. And then he meets this family, like the neighbors or whatever. And then there's probably going to be some sort of cliffhanger at the end, right? Like there's this reveal of some kind. And we'll get into that here. But I think a lot of this is the first episode here. And you're going to see, they're trying to adjust to like this new area here. And John's like, no, I like Tommy. Like he seems really cool, right? And so I think that's what's happening here. But John's wife doesn't really like him that much. Like she's kind of saying, he makes my skin crawl. And so there's something off about him, I guess. There might be something there where we watch in the episode where it's like, yeah, there is something off there and she knows about it. I mean, that's the thing that's kind of interesting about it, is that like you do get that impression based off of the way that they are sort of telling the story here, right? Because it's not like they're mysterious characters, at least just based off of what we see here, because the characters are literally saying we're a normal family and, whatever, and let's just be happy, big smiles and everything like that. And so we're seeing from their perspective some of the story here, right? It's not all from John's perspective. So we're actually having a lot more characters here. I'm sure John is like the lead character, but it looks like we're still seeing another perspective there. So yeah, we know obviously that there is something off there. And so it is kind of interesting because obviously, she is right about that. Now, we do see Andrew Lincoln's character. It looks like he's going to like, I don't know if it's just a store or something like that, but he's going there late at night. It looks like it's during a run. And there's like this newspaper here of like, is there a killer out there kind of thing? And like, who killed Susie? And that's sort of something that they're wondering here, like who did it? And it looks like something happens at the store because this one character here seems to have like this attitude and ends up coming after Andrew Lincoln's character, John, here while he's in the car, actually. So there is something that, seems to happen pretty much right away in that first episode here. I mean, this could be the second episode, but I feel like this is all going to be like the first episode for the most part. Maybe some stuff is the second episode. Like we do have this one shot here of Tommy saying everything is under control. I feel like he's saying that to Andrew Lincoln's character, John, because there is that one shot where he's wearing that like orange or like red, I guess, like sweater or whatever, right? Jacket or rain jacket, windbreaker jacket. I'm not sure what that is, but he's wearing that. And so something seems to happen and he's in that garage and he's like covered in blood and whatnot. And he seems very shocked by everything. And so Tommy is talking to him about everything. I feel like this is all kind of related where it's like, Andrew Lincoln's character, John, is kind of freaking out about everything. And then he's like, don't worry, sort of thing. Like, everything is under control. And then it's going to be all about how does John, go day by day with knowing, I guess, that Tommy is the killer. Like, I don't know if he's going to find out in that very first episode, but this might be a second episode thing, maybe third episode, probably first or second episode, I'm assuming. And then we'll see where that goes. Obviously, by the last episode, which is episode 6. This one shot here of Andrew Lincoln's character, John, is actually really reminding me of Rick in The Ones Who Live, just because like the woods in the back really look similar to that one shot of Rick when he was like out there, and obviously with the CRM and they were killing walkers and stuff, like just very, very similar. And it is just like, it really makes me want more Rick Grimes stories whenever I see stuff like this. Like, that's why I'm really interested in Cold Water, is because I really like Andrew Lincoln's acting, and I like his acting in stories like this, where it's like murder mysteries and like what's going on, and like there's a lot of like, I guess it's just like that mystery there and trying to solve things and being in like this really crazy situation that he can really show on screen. And you really see that with like, stuff like this. Like, I don't know if it's his eyes or his like expressions and stuff, but there's just a lot that he's able to do in situations like this. And that's why, in terms of being like a dramatic actor and everything, like he's really good as Rick Grimes, because that's like the best thing about the character, right? And I think that's why fans really like the character. It's Andrew Lincoln's portrayal as the character. It's because he can do those scenes so well. And I think that's what's going to make this series really great. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's one of those things where with Andrew Lincoln, when you see him in roles where he's like happy and like things like that, it's not the same. I'm not saying he's a bad actor or anything like that, but it's not the same. And so in roles like this, he can definitely do this like really well. And yeah, I'm just excited for Cold Water. I can't wait for the show to premiere. I really feel like this show's probably going to be out like when? I'm assuming it's going to be like late September at the earliest now. It's not going to be out early to mid-September because we haven't gotten like the first official trailer yet. Like, this is a trailer, yes, but it's only like 30 seconds, 30 seconds or something like that. So there's likely going to be something that's like a minute or two long. And also, obviously, they posted this on Instagram. It's not like on like Twitter or anything like that. So we only have like this aspect ratio. So I imagine stuff is starting to get promoted now for the show. So I'm assuming like late September, maybe early October, like somewhere around there, I think. And yeah, it's exciting to see Andrew Lincoln, doing a lot of stuff like this. I believe he is doing a play right now, which is going to be like the rest of the year here for the most part. He does a lot of stuff like that. He seems to just really, like, he likes theater and doing all of that. Recently he actually just did voice work for Dead by Daylight, which is really cool. I mean, based off of how they sort of worded that anyways, that the actors like Norman Reedus and Andrew Lincoln provided their voices and stuff for the game. And I've played the game. There's definitely stuff in there that like, it was new lines of dialogue. It wasn't stuff from The Walking Dead because they're saying stuff in relation to the game, but as the characters. So I'm like, yeah, definitely they had to like re-record stuff for the characters. So it's kind of cool. Like, I don't know when that happened, earlier this year or late last year. I'm assuming it was earlier this year. Like, it's just cool to think that Andrew Lincoln did something with the character of Rick Grimes earlier this year, right? Even though it was just voice work, it's cool. Which I also want to mention, if you want Dead by Daylight videos, let me know. I do have like a lot of stuff that I could actually edit and release. Like, I could do 10-minute videos of just like random matches or whatever and just like cut it really fast, or I could just leave it unedited and have it like an hour long. Just let me know. Like, I definitely want to upload those videos. I'm just not sure how to do it, or, like maybe I'll just do a test video and then I'll ask everyone like how you would prefer it. I think I will leave it for the most part unedited at first and just kind of see how that goes. But anyways, my next video is going to be on The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon season 3, because we actually did get like a behind the scenes thing from Behind the Dead earlier this week that I didn't talk about. And I also want to talk about Fallout season 2 as well, because we got a trailer for that, and also some images, and we did learn that there's going to be a season 3 actually. So there's just a lot of news with Fallout, and I know when I covered that show before, there was like a big response to it. So I do want to cover that show, and yeah, it's exciting. I really can't wait to get back into it, because summer's over now, basically, at least for me. I don't really have anything else going on for the summer now. I had camping last weekend and stuff, and so I'm back now full force to do a bunch of videos. And yeah, I'm excited for The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon season 3 to be premiering on September 7th, and then eventually Cold Water. So overall, I'm going to leave it here. And yeah, I'm really excited for Cold Water. I think that this series is going to be really great. I think that it's one of those things that is very, very quiet right now, but I do believe the second that people are watching the show, like that first episode premieres, there's going to be excitement there, and there will be a lot of talk, like just, you know, I guess with Walking Dead fans, because I think that right now, not a lot of people know what's going on. But once you watch that first episode and you see him as that character and you see Andrew Lincoln back, it's going to be one of those things where you're like, oh, I really missed that character as Rick. But that story is also awesome. And it's not like it's going to be 2 or 3 seasons, right? Like this is going to be literally just 6 episodes. It's going to be something that ends this year. So it's going to be a really cool story. Like it's a murder mystery. He's basically acting as Rick Grimes in some way, right? So, yeah, it's very cool. But anyways, I'm going to leave it here. Definitely post your thoughts down below. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.